Hey collectors, that's right, we got another hunt, this time silver quarters. But first, we're going to talk about my next giveaway. Once I reach 100 subscribers, lucky winner will get this red book, United States Coins 2020 73rd edition. And that's right, collectors. I'm going to be going through this bag of silver quarters that I purchased off of an Instagram coin dealer that I know. And we're going to see if I can fill any gaps in my collection. Please subscribe. All right, collectors, as you can see, I got two coin books, 1932 to 1947 and 1948 to 1964. These were the years that the U.S. Mint was still producing silver quarters. I'm going to divide up this lot of silver coins between the Standing Liberties, and then between the 32 to 47 group and the 48 to 64 group. And then we'll get going and see if there's anything that I need. We'll also be looking for any key dates and any cool finds. The dealer that I purchased this from does not do any cherry picking. I purchased a lot of barber quarters, which were featured in another video. I'll put the link up over here. And I found a lot of key dates and semi-key dates in that purchase. So I'm hoping there's some good stuff in here today. Stay tuned, we'll get this going once we divide it up between these three piles. All right, we got everything divided up. Just 1/4 shy of a full roll of SLQs. We got 15 from 1932 to 47 to look through. And we got 25 from 48 to 64. So we're going to start with the 32 to 47 first, then to the 48 and 64. And then we're going to see if there are any dates on the SLQs. All right, so I got the book open and you can see the dates that we need. And so we're going to start one at a time. We're going to put these under the digital microscope. We got a 1936, which I do need the Denver and San Francisco minted ones from. Unfortunately, this is a duplicate because I have the Philly. We'll go to the next one, which is from 1946. And I just need the 1946S. So let's hope that this is what we have. And it's Philly, so I got another duplicate, which is fine because I'm just going to hold on to the silver anyway. Let's take a look at the next one, 1942. And so I don't need any from 1942, but we will see if it's from Denver or San Francisco. Well, it's also another Philly one. And there's 102 million minted from Philly that year. So quite a large mintage. What we got here? We got another 1942. And this one is out of San Francisco. And either that's damage or something else going on there. And they're only 19.4 million in San Francisco. So that's a relatively lower mintage coin, but not a key or semi-key. We'll keep looking. What we got here, 1938. So I need the 1938 out of San Francisco. And we got Philly. So far, no luck. Let's see what we got here. 1946. Again, we just need the one out of San Francisco, and we have the one out of Philly. Got a few more to go through. 1942. Out of Philly. Oh, we got that one as well. All right, we'll take a look at the next one. This is 1944, and I have all the 1944s, and this one is San Francisco. Fairly lower mintage of 12.6 million. It's a nice one. Maybe that could help someone else's collection. We got another 1942. Also out of San Francisco. And I have that already. Still looking for coins I need for this book. Got a 1944. And I have all the 44s. This is actually quite a nice looking one. Somewhere, but not bad all around. We'll pull that down. A couple more to go. So we got 1942 coming up. Again, I have all the 42s. And this one is also San Francisco mint at 19.4 million. We got 1948, which is in the other book. So I'll pull that aside and we'll get back to that one in a bit. And we got another 1942. So we don't need that for the book. Philly. And 1943. Also, we don't need that for the book, but that is a San Francisco minted one at 21.7 million. Like, not a big mintage compared to the modern day coins. And then we got 1941 out of Philly. All right, so we didn't get anything to add to this book, but we'll take a look at my next set and the next book to see if we can find anything I need over there. All right, hang on, guys. This book, I need quite a lot. And we got 26 coins that we might be able to find a home for in here. So rather than doing this in real time, I'm gonna do this and I'll bring you back to see from here how many we can fill in here. All right, guys, stay tuned. All right, well, we were able to find 4 that I needed. 1950D, a little over 21 million minted. 52D with about 40, almost 50 million minted. We got a 1954S at just under 12 million minted, and a 1959D with a pretty sizable 62 million. And as of course, as we get to the more modern dates, even though these are the last in the Silver Quarter series, you can see that 1964 between Philly and Denver, you got 500 million and 700 million. So the earlier Washingtons were fairly small mintages relative to the new ones. We'll get this in the book and we'll take a look at the standing liberties in a moment. Why don't you use this as an opportunity to subscribe and please support my channel so I can keep bringing you cool content. All right, collectors. Well, we only found one with a date, this very worn 1928. Impossible to see if there's a mint mark, although I'm going to assume it's from Philly, which would be about 6.3 million minted. So in this condition, maybe just under $7. But we did find 2 type 1. And you can tell the difference because there are no stars underneath the eagle. And so the type 1 were minted in 1916, and there were only 52,000 minted, and a variety 1 in 1917 of both Philly, Denver, and San Francisco before they switched to the variety 2, which has 3 stars underneath the eagle. And these are probably 1917 if I had to guess. I don't think there are dates shown in these. We'll see if we can see anything under the microscope. And if so, the Philly is about 9 million minted, worth in good condition $18. These probably half that because they're so badly worn. And the Denver and San Francisco are 1.5 and 2 million minted respectively. So let's take a look and see if we can make out a date or a mint mark. And so, no, it's completely obliterated here. And there's no nicodate, which I featured in another video. There's no nicodate equivalent for silver. Nicodate is really used for nickel. And again, no date here. Now, I did read that possibly using lemon juice or lemon juice to clean and maybe nicodate for quite a while, that would damage the coin. At least the nicodate would. Might get a date, probably won't. Would be worth it if this was the 1916. So I may try that, and if I do, I'll show you the results. Hey collectors, so we're going to use, or at least do an experiment with nicodate on this type 1 Standing Liberty quarter that has no date and no discernible mint mark. So here's the thing, as I said before, nicodate is really for nickel, not silver. But I did read somewhere that there may be a chance that a date can be extracted. Now this will definitely damage the coin, but if this happens to be a 1916 type 1, it will be worth it. All right, so I'm gonna put nicodate on this, and I'll bring it back underneath the microscope. Okay, collectors, and as you can see, we got the nickel date on it. So I'm going to leave this on for a bit of time, a little bit longer than I would for a nickel, before we wash off the acid and see if we can extract a date. All right, and as you can see, we do have some damage due to the nickel date, and no date has been revealed. Kind of looks like something's trying to peek on through if you get on the right angle, but it's just too hard to make out. So I'm going to put this one aside, and we're going to take another one. This one is scratched up, also a type 1. As you can see, no stars beneath the eagle. It's so worn it looks like a dove. And we're going to try apple cider vinegar on this one. All right, stay tuned. All right, test 2 with apple cider vinegar. We're going to let it sit for a while, and I'll bring you back in after some time has elapsed to see if we got a date. Okay, so we've taken out the quarter from the apple cider vinegar, and it is cleaner, without a doubt. It's gotten a lot of the loose dirt off of it, but it in no way helped reveal a date at all. So that's unfortunate. I think just the nature of the silver and the nature of the wear just prohibits being able to recover a date, unlike what you can do with nickel. Silver is a much softer metal. Here's the nickel date affected one, and again, there is no date that you can discern at all. Well, it was worth a shot, guys. I would definitely not recommend using nickel date on silver. And I definitely do not recommend cleaning coins. Now, these without dates don't have really any real value other than the silver content. So that's really what I have them for. So thank you for watching. As always, please subscribe. Until the next time.